Yo la verdad que estoy muy feliz. Aquí estoy ya en casita. Feliz miércoles, más que nada déjenme poner el live porque si no me van a regañar que no estoy viendo el live. Y hoy sí les tengo una invitada súper especial. La. Ay, qué bueno que ya están conectados. Ya miro que muchos de ustedes están conectados. Déjenme levantar un poquito el vestido porque pues no así, ¿no, verdad? Pero bueno, tengo una invitada muy especial el día de hoy que más después la van a conocer. Así que esta entrevista va a ser bilingüe. Ay, así que bueno, ¿qué les tenemos que decir? Producción, si me puedes poner nuestro Instagram para que la gente vaya a ver nuestro Instagram, que es @consabebé. Ahí pueden ver todas las cositas que estamos subiendo. Miren, aquí tenemos nuestro Instagram, que ya tenemos todas nuestras cositas, son nuestros últimos posts. Y miren todas esas cosas nuevas que están pasando aquí en CBBA. Wow, muchas felicidades. Ahí tenemos un reel de la Chica Radio. Bueno, y también nuestro TikTok. Que ahí la Chica Radio está subiendo cada locura, porque aquí la hacen hacer muchas locuras. Y más que ya llegó su ¿cómo se dice?
Te compré las flores más bonitas en el
¿quién se acuerda de las flores que le regalaron a la Chica Radio? ¿Quién será su nuevo pretendiente? Pues no se sabe. Producción sí sabe. La otra chica producción también sabe ya quién es el pretendiente, pero la Chica Radio no sabe. Así que, bueno, ¿qué les voy a decir? ¿Qué se me olvida, producción? Se me olvidan muchas cosas. Antes que nada, les enseñamos nuestro outfit. ¿Sí? Ok. Vamos a enseñarles nuestro outfit. Miren el outfit del día de hoy. Me da... No sé si alguna vez vieron alguna novela donde son de villanos. Si fuera... Me siento, ¿sabes cómo? Como la desalmada. Ahí está, así me siento. Ay, pues regáñame más. Producción me regaña mucho. Ya, producción, ya está, ya. Ya me dice que... Así que bueno, una vuelta. La quiero vuelta. Ok, una vuelta. Siento toda una villana. Creo que así me voy a venir a trabajar. ¿De quién es este trabajo? Es de Barbie's Boutique. Si producción nos puede hacer el favor de poner la imagen, que también está teniendo su fashion show abril 7 a las 7 de la noche. ¿Y qué creen? La Chica Red estará ahí presente con Saga Productions. Así que ya pueden comprar sus boletitos. Allí tienen toda la información. Y bueno, también les vamos a enseñar su Instagram de esta boutique para que ustedes la puedan ver. Para que ustedes también la puedan ver. Y ahí está su Instagram. Así que muchas gracias a Barbie's Boutique que le patrocinó los outfits a la Chica Radio este mes. porque la chica radio también estará yendo a rondeo. La la. Mira, mira todos esos bellos outfits. ¿Cuál será el nuevo outfit que va a tener la chica radio? No lo sé. Ah, que me dice que me miro muy guapa, producción. Ya sé que ya me extrañabas. Es que los que no saben, acá tengo ya a mi... ¿Cómo te decía? My partner. Ok, pues no sé, pero bueno. ¿Les gusta el outfit? Comenten allá abajito si sí les gusta. Una vueltecita, otra vueltecita. Así. Así, y me siento como la desalmada. No sé si alguien se acuerda de esa y de esa novela, pero si sí se acuerdan, déjenmela ahí abajito si sí doy como que el vibe de la desalmada. No porque sea una desalmada, cabe aclarar, pero porque porque se parece el outfit. Así que bueno, otra vuelta. La producción. Y aquí tenemos el outfit. Y bueno, ya vamos a sentarnos porque ya me cansé. Así que vamos a mandar saluditos. Producción, oye, andas muy acelerada. Ya ni porque hemos estado ocupadas el día de hoy. A ver, espérame, que me voy a arreglar el pelito para que no anden mirando cosas que no ustedes. Así que bueno, vamos a ver. Dice Tomás Veladrán, hello. Dice Jonathan Ramírez, hi. Y yo, hi. Emma López dice que está viendo. ¿Producción?
Come in.
La. Oye, ya me están... ¿Para mi producción? Sí. Oye, ¿cómo voy a sacar esto? ¿Qué quiere uno que le traje? Ay. Oh my god. Oh. Mira. ¿To drop it? Es broma, Vania. Miren, oh my god, están muy bellos. Oh, ¿quién será? Wow. Ah, tengo miedo. ¿Será que lo leo? Miren, hasta los cachetes se sienten. ¿Será porque estoy enfermita o porque... Oh, siento las cachetes súper rojas aquí. Oh my god. Dice, feliz día de la mujer. Sí es cierto, felicidades a todas las mujeres que me están viendo. Hoy es nuestro día. Hoy nos consienten. ¿Qué? Ah, pues el café dice que también me lo trajeron. Ya me lo habían dado producción. Me dijo, tómate este café. Y yo, ok. Así que felicidades a todas las mujeres. De verdad que somos esa fuerza, ¿no? Para aquellos hombres, ¿no? De familia. Así que bueno, ya, hasta ahí. Eres tan dulce como estos pastelitos y te quiero... No puedo decir eso. Producción. Dice, te conquistaré. Tu admirador secreto. Hasta ahí llegó. Oh my god, no puedo. Ya. ¡Oh my God! ¡Tenemos cupcakes! Miren qué rico, qué delicia. ¿Cuál quieres tú? ¿Qué?
Nothing. Take a bite or one.
Oh, take a bite. Oh, one. ¿Cuál era el que querías? Para morderla ese. Ok, a ver, adivinen cuál es el que voy a escoger. ¿Listos? Pongan sus apuestas allá abajito. Vamos a ver. ¡Ay, tengo miedo! Ok. Porque tengo miedo, o sea, nada que ver. Ok. Oh, es de strawberry. ¡Oh, aquí tiene los nombres! ¡Wow! Pues really good. ¿Quién será el admirador secreto? ¿Quién estuvo en el programa pasado que se acuerda que le regalaron a la Chica Radio? Producción, si puedes poner ese TikTok. El TikTok de lo que le regalaron la última vez a la Chica Radio. Miren, David, el café, que también la niña no ha dormido.
El dinero que te compré, las flores más bonitas en el antro. Traigo una 40 por si te la tira un gato. El dinero que te compré, las flores más bonitas en el antro. Traigo una 40 por si te la tira un gato. El dinero que te compré, las flores más bonitas en el antro. Traigo una 40 por si te la tira.
No me estoy riendo de las flores porque les comento que mis flores siguen vivitas. Los tulipanes están muy radiantes, así que bueno, es que producción que me estaba diciendo unos chistes que, bueno, ya estamos muy off the topic, pero vamos a saludar a la gente que nos está viendo porque yo también los quiero saludar. Bueno, estamos con Emma López, nos está viendo, José Torres también nos está viendo, Maggie Galindo nos está viendo también, que ya tenía meses sin aparecerse esa chica. Felicidades, bienvenida. Maggie Galindo dice, qué guapa, wow, qué guapa. Ay, gracias. Hoy, el outfit de hoy es muy tipo la desarmada. ¿Opinan lo mismo o no? Dice Sammy Saldivar, hola, hola, besos. Emma López dice hola, un beso y un abrazo también. Dice Tomás Veladrán, muy guapa. Adel Navarro también está viendo. Luz P. Briones también está viendo. Angie Caro dice hola. Dice Emma López, se oye mucho ruido. Se oye ruido porque estaban haciendo unos efectos audiovisuales, pero ya se arregló ese problema técnico. Y si no, al rato viene la directora y lo arregla. Si tienen alguna queja, quéjense con la directora. Bueno, anyways, Luisa Sandoval Caro también está viendo. Un beso, un abrazo. Maggie Galindo dice cotton candy. ¿Qué es el de cotton candy? Ah, pensaste que iba a ser cotton candy, que iba... Ok, got it. Gaby Canales dice yo to. ¿Eh? Ah, ¿tú también? Ah, que tú también estás viendo. Ah, ok. Que Gaby Canales también está viendo, saluditos. Ay, que les tengo que... No, hombre, esa amiga Gaby me regaló un perfume. Y ya eso me echa. Funciona. Ay, sí, tú, ándale. Entonces, ¿qué más les iba a contar, producción? ¿Qué más se me estaba olvidando? Algo más se me estaba olvidando, ¿no? Ah, síganos en nuestro TikTok si no nos están siguiendo. Vayan a ver las dinámicas que estamos haciendo. Ah, y se van a rifar los tickets de Moody Gardens. Hashtag Moody Gardens si quieren llevar a su familia. Y si quieren ver a la Chica Radio también en el rodeo, digan cuál día quieren que vaya y la Chica Radio va a estar. También la pueden llamar a cabina. Llámenos a cabina al 832-207-1052 si quieren hablar con la Chica Radio. Vámonos. Ah, mi guest está online. Ok, entonces ya estamos listos para unos comerciales, así que nos vamos a ir a unos pequeños cortes comerciales y vamos a regresar con nuestro invitado. Porque la verdad que me pone muy feliz. This is gonna be an English and Spanish interview. ¿Quién sabía que la chica rara sabía hablar inglés? Pues ni yo tampoco. Vámonos, papá. Así que nos vamos a comerciales y ya regresamos.
¿Qué tal, amigos de CBBA Radio? Este es tu programa favorito. Todos los martes a partir de las 9 de la mañana es Comunidad y Confianza. No te lo pierdas. Bastante información. 9 de la mañana tu cita es aquí. No te lo pierdas.
CBBA Productions te presenta al mundo digitalmente. Con experiencia en mercado y comunicación. Te ofrecemos videos, streaming, diseños gráficos, campañas de radio y televisión, Facebook e Instagram, podcast. Estamos listos para lanzarte al mundo online. Ven con expertos y deja que te mostremos el camino al éxito. Llama ya. 281-745-4309. info@cbbaproductions.com.
Back from commercials, and we're gonna start doing bilingual because I know my guest is already online. Mi guest ya está en línea, mi invitada, así que me emociona mucho tenerla aquí por muchas razones. Escuché a esta artista, ¿no? En TikTok. Fue TikTok. Y muchas gracias también a su marketing manager, también a Jinan. I send a huge hi to Jinan. How are you, girl? So she's the one who put me in contact with Morgan and Jean. Y we're seeing an image of her. Wow, beautiful image. And you know who she reminds me of? Huh? Production says that she's reminded by Britney Spears. Que la recuerda a Britney Spears. A mí me recuerda a little bit of, what's her name? Lana Del Rey. Right? That's her name? Yeah, Lana Del Rey. So we have this amazing singer who, wow, her story is really amazing. And I really love her songs. Her songs really talk about, as a matter of fact, we're going to play one of the songs that I really enjoy about her. And she actually just posted today for National Women's Day. So vamos a ver una cancioncita que ella acaba de poner también el día de hoy. Para poner es un video en TikTok que acaba de subir para celebrar el día de National Women's Day. Y lo vamos a ver porque esa canción como que me dije, oh, yo, wow. I really like the message she sends out there. I feel like she does music for a certain reason, and you can tell right away. So now we're gonna see that video. Yes.
Like a girl. Hair.
You wish you could do it like a girl, do it like a woman, counting our money, then raising a child. Do it like a girl. When you said we couldn't, did it in heels. I love to see you try.
And there we have it. That was a TikTok that she made to celebrate, Women's Day, which is, I want to know, what message does it give you? Maggie?
Very inspirational.
Very inspirational. You, Gabby?
Powerful.
Powerful. There you go. Her music is really powerful, and really, really excited that she's here with us. And she's going to be talking about the new things that she has coming up for her. So, if production, look at that pictures. Like, whoa. I feel like La Chica Radio should have a photo session like that. Okay, so, what do you say, production, that we go with our guest? And there you have it. Hi, how are you?
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Bien, bien. ¿Tú cómo estás?
Muy bien. I'm in a session, so it was a little loud in there, so I came outside, but hopefully you can still hear me.
Oh, so you're working right now?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. We caught her right in the act. So,
Siempre
fun
estoy
fact,
viendo aquí.
she speaks Spanish a little bit, but
Un
she
poco.
speaks Spanish and English. So, let's start. Obviously,
Yeah.
she talks English, right? Well, let's start. How did everything started with the music?
I have been singing since, as long as I can remember. I love to tell the story. When I was about 8 years old, I auditioned for the school choir, and I got in the school choir, and then a few weeks into rehearsals, the director pulled me aside and asked me if he could speak to my mom. So I thought I was getting kicked out, and I was like, why? What did I do wrong? And he ended up telling my mom that he really liked my voice and he thought I had a lot of potential. So then I kind of started to take it more seriously, and I've been singing and writing songs ever since. Sorry, there's like a helicopter. Yeah,
Wow.
and then I started posting on TikTok, and that's when I kind of started to realize that writing songs about female empowerment and social causes that I really care about, mattered. And so I started doing more and more of that because the response on TikTok was so positive.
Well, which I really heard your songs on TikTok. Janan introduced me to everything, and she just said, okay, look, this is her TikTok. Go ahead and watch it. And I said, okay, I did. And I was like, wow. And I remember I was like, wow, this message is strong, like she's trying to put something out there and she's doing it the best way she can, with music.
Thank you.
And with a big platform, right? Which is TikTok, So which song was the first one that started blowing up for you on TikTok?
My first song that went viral is called Not All Men. And the story of how that came to be is kind of crazy because I'm a woman, right? And I've grown up as a woman, and I know what it's like to be a woman in this day and age. And you walk out your door and you get catcalled and you feel unsafe in situations that men might not ever have to think twice about. And I was so inspired by the Me Too movement and all of these women speaking out and speaking their truth. And then I saw on TikTok that hashtag Not All Men was trending, and it just really upset me. And so I went into the studio and I wrote the chorus in about 10 minutes. And I was like, this feels really powerful. I should put it on TikTok and just see if other people resonate with it. And then it got like 1.5 million views in a day. And I was like, oh, people resonate with this. So I finished
Could you actually
it overnight.
sing a little bit of it so our followers can go ahead and see what you're talking about?
Sure. It goes, we all know that it's not all men. We all know that it's not all men, but it's some of them. So we hold our breath, baby, nonetheless.
Woo! Which I really thought that's a really powerful message. I saw
Thank you.
even the pictures that you did on your TikTok and everything. And I was like, wow, that was one of the videos that really caught my attention, especially with everything going on around the world right now.
Yeah,
So,
totally.
who was a person that really inspired you to continue in your music career?
I mean, I'm inspired by so many different people. I was raised by a woman, my mom, who is incredibly empowered, and she's like a total, baddie, and she's just amazing in every way. So she really inspires me. But I'm also so inspired by other female artists, especially vocalists, whose voices I really love and connect with. So people like Lady Gaga, Adele, Alicia Keys, the list goes on and on. But I'm really inspired by just women with powerful voices that speak their truth.
Hmm. Which actually you do that, you have a lot of songs talking about different type of stories going around the world. What is another song that really was a really strong song that you did, that you never thought that was gonna blow the way it did?
My song "Do It Like a Girl," sticking with the theme of women empowerment. It's relevant for today, right? Because it's International Women's Day.
Yes.
But "Do It Like a Girl" went really viral on TikTok, and I was so proud of that because I just think it's so important to celebrate women. I think, we're underrated in so many ways, and that's not to take away from men. And I think some people kind of misconstrue that message and they think that I'm putting men down. But to me, you don't have to put men down to empower women. And this song is really just saying that women have been going on for too long, doing so much and not credit for all that we do. You can be a mom and have a career and have friends and have hobbies and get an education. Like, you can do so many things all at once. And we do it while we're bleeding or in pain. And I just think women deserve all the recognition in the world. And so that song is super special to me. And I was so excited when it went viral.
Yes, which I saw you posted also a piece of it today on TikTok, and I was like, wow,
Yeah.
this is a perfect day to put a song like this. Can you sing us a little bit of it too?
You wish you could do it like a girl, do it like a woman, counting on money, then raising a child.
Wow, you sing amazing. I'm in love with the way you sing and the things that you
Thank
sing
you so
about,
much.
honestly. So you not did tell me that you were doing some things around Europe. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yes, I'm so excited. I'm going on tour.
Woohoo!
And I know, I'm so excited. It's my first tour, and I've been manifesting this for so long. And I'm going on tour with this other incredible female artist, and I'm going to a bunch of cities I've never been to before, and I get to sing all my songs. And I'm just really excited to meet people who I've connected with online that I've never been able to meet in person. And we're going to have new merch for people to buy, and I'm going to sing my new song. I have a song that's coming out on March 22nd. It's
Yes.
actually about manifesting, so it's perfect that I manifested this tour. And so I'm going to be singing that live for the first time on this tour, and I'm just so excited.
How does it feel that after so many years in this career, you're finally going on tour, You're doing all these amazing things to show, people their stories, show people's stories out there. How do you feel about this big accomplishment?
It's honestly so exciting, and I definitely struggle with celebrating wins. I'm very much the person who's like, on to the next thing, on to the next thing. What's the bigger, better thing that I can be doing? And I've really had to just take this in and be like, this is so cool, and this is something I've worked for like my whole life. So I'm really excited, and I got to play a show in LA a few months ago, and it was the first show I ever played where, post-pandemic, I got to see people in person and see them singing my lyrics back to me, and it was just so impactful to me, and getting to hug people and hear their stories in person. So I'm just really excited to be able to get to do that like a bunch more than just one night. So it means everything to me, and I'm just so grateful that people are buying tickets to come see me, and that it just means so much to me.
Did you ever thought you were going to get to the place where you're at now?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, maybe that makes me sound cocky, but I always knew that this is what I wanted to do, and I always knew that I was going to work my butt off until it happened. And my parents really instilled like a hard work ethic in me, and I just feel like I kind of made my mind up, and I was like, I'm not stopping until this happens for me.
And how is the support of your parents in your career?
That has meant more to me than I could ever put into words. They're so amazing, and they're so supportive, and I'm so lucky. And like, as much as I knew that I would succeed at this, I would be lying if I said that it hasn't been incredibly hard. And I haven't had so many moments of just heartbreak and feeling like I should quit. I still have those moments like every day, because it's, you can work really, really hard and it doesn't necessarily lead to anything. And that's really frustrating. So having the support of my parents has just kept me going, and they have watched me, since I was a little girl pursuing this and just loving music so much. So in the moments when I feel heartbroken or frustrated or sad, they are the ones that keep me going and really motivate me and inspire me to follow my passion and to stay in love with music when it feels hard.
Has there ever been a place in your career where you said, okay, I'm done. I'm not doing anything else. I'm done. I want to quit. Has there been any moments like that for you?
There have been so many like that. It's everything from having a song that you think is amazing, not getting very many streams, to posting a TikTok that you think is going to go viral and no one sees it, or having these dudes in suits telling me that they don't like what I do, or getting rejected. There's so many things, but I think the thing that I've really held on to is my relationship with my fans, because we talk every single day in my DMs, on TikTok, on Instagram. And I feel like we've created these kind of friendships, and they really keep me going and keep me wanting to continue, because the actual industry part of music is not why I fell in love with this, and that's not why I wanted to do it. And so when you get kind of caught up in that, it's important to have people and fans or family or friends or whatever who keep you grounded and remind you like you love making music.
Mm-hmm. That you're not doing it for the wrong reasons. You're doing it for the better, huh?
Yeah, like, I mean, writing songs literally feeds my soul. And I don't know who I would be if I wasn't a musician. And so in the moments where I'm like, I can't do this anymore, this is BS, it's helpful to be reminded like why I love it.
Yes, and especially because social media can be emotionally exhausting. How did you deal with that? The negative comments, all the negativity, especially because even TikTok is really like about the negative comments, that you sometimes get, since you might not understand. How do you deal with all of that?
I think, social media is tough because it is a place where people can hide behind their screen and hide behind their keyboard, and they say things that they would never say to you in person, to your face. But I've also found it to be such a magical place because it's like how I've found my people and my community. And I think the way that I deal with kind of mean comments, because Lord knows I get them, is just kind of reminding myself that anyone who's sitting there typing a negative comment probably has a lot that they're dealing with internally that they're projecting onto me. Mm-hmm. Like, it probably doesn't actually have to do with me. And I just try to remind myself that if I have haters, I must be saying something important, because I'm not meant for everybody. Not everybody is going to like what I do. And I want to say stuff that's meaningful and important. And I think I would be playing it too safe if no one was upset about what I was doing.
Mm-hmm. What song has been one of the hardest for you to write? Because a lot of them are, I heard them and I was like, I think one of them brought me to tears, I was like, oh my God, this is really hard to listen, but
yeah,
it's what's totally happening. Which one was, of all your songs, was the hardest one to write?
I think Not All Men was easy to write, but it's hard to perform. Like, to sing it live is really emotional, and I struggle to get through it sometimes, and just like, it's, it creates a lot of emotion. I think this is kind of a lesser known song, but I think my song Unsettled Down was hard to write. And that song is really about learning to fall in love with like where you are in life and watching your friends kind of hit all these milestones that maybe you're not hitting, and feeling like, again, I mean, it goes back to this whole thing of, have I ever thought about quitting music? When I watch my friends moving on with their lives and doing all of these amazing things, and I'm just sitting here continuing to pursue this dream, sometimes it's easy to be like, is any of this even worth it? And I think that one was really hard to write just because it was so incredibly honest for me. Mm-hmm. And it just tells my story so personally in a way that I don't always do. So, yeah, I would say that one was the hardest to write, but Not All Men is definitely the hardest to perform.
Yes. So how do you feel performing both songs, so I'm guessing your tour is going to be really emotional with both songs, right? They're going to be in there.
Yeah, I think the tour is going to be emotional, but also I really want people to leave feeling empowered and inspired. And as much as I sing about serious stuff, I also like to have, some groovy vibes in the background of my songs, like in the tracks and stuff, because I don't think you can like sing about stuff that's depressing and then also have the music be depressing and not have that be just horribly depressing. You know what I mean? Yes. So like, I want Do It Like a Girl to be that moment where everyone's like, yes, I am powerful and I am empowered and I can do anything and I'm amazing, and we're going to add my new song, Energy Lucky Me, which I said is like the manifestation song. And that's like a really good feel good song. It's literally just like affirmations that you would say to yourself in the mirror in song form. So I definitely want the tour to be, happy and feel good and still talk about the important issues that I address in my music.
Has there been a moment in planning this whole tour that you've been like, "Oh, this is too hard. This is too hard"?
I mean, it is a lot to plan a tour. I had no idea. I'm super lucky that I have, first of all, my mom, who's incredible at planning things. She is like planner extraordinaire. So thank God for her. But I also have an incredible management team and they've been really helpful. Yanan, who you mentioned, is just like amazing. And so I'm really lucky that I've been surrounded by so many amazing people, because certainly if I was trying to do it on my own, that would be wild.
It helps, to have a really good team supporting you, with all the things. And let me tell you that when I listen to your songs, I do get empowered. I do remember listening to one of them on TikTok and I was like, okay, I think I was having a bad day that day and I was just like, okay, I can do it, so I loved it. So how about we go to commercials real quick and then we'll go back to the interview and we'll talk more about the tour that you're having and all the new stuff that you're doing.
I can't wait. That sounds perfect.
CBBA Radio, el corazón de Houston.
¿Sabías que este 2023 tu empresa crecerá junto a CBBA Productions? Te ofrecemos radio, televisión, podcast, video publicitario, manejo de social media, creación de contenido, marketing, análisis y estrategias de crecimiento, cursos y clases de éxito y mucho, mucho más. No esperes que los días pasen. Promociónate y crece. Muéstrate al mundo de la mano de CBBA Productions. Más de 25 años de experiencia. Llama ya al 281-745-4309 y deja que llevemos tu negocio a otro nivel.
Mi gente, y we're back with our guest. I was talking to production here, who had really good questions that they want to ask you. But I'll start with the first one that I really like. Are you thinking about writing any songs in Spanish?
I would love to. I actually have.
Okay.
And I would love to. Pero mi español no es perfecto. Because I don't practice all the time. So I grew up, my godmother is actually from El Salvador. And so that's how I learned Spanish. And she taught me growing up. But I just don't practice it all the time anymore. So it's not perfect. But I would love to write something in Spanish. I think it would be so special. And I'll definitely keep you posted.
Yes, please keep me posted. I would like to hear it. I feel like even our audience would love to hear it. Especially with the type of music that you sing, especially. So we have
Yeah.
another question here. It's like, is there anybody in the industry that you would like to collaborate with?
Oh my gosh, there's so many people. I mean, if we're shooting for the stars, Lady Gaga is like probably my favorite artist. You also mentioned Lana Del Rey. She's another one of my favorite artists. But, I would love to work with someone like Doja Cat. There's so many just women who are amazing. Ashnikko, I was just listening to some of her stuff. I love women, and I think women are so cool and powerful. Sam Smith is another person, not a woman, but, an amazing artist. And
Yes.
any of those people are just amazing and inspiring to me, and to be able to collaborate with any of them would be so cool.
Have they told you that you sing like Lana Del Rey?
Thank you so much. That is such a huge compliment.
But
I
have
love
they
her.
told you
Like,
that?
I'm obsessed with her. Some people tell me that. The people I get are like Lady Gaga, Dua Lipa, Lana, people with kind of the raspier tones. That's
Yeah.
who I get a lot.
Okay, so we're gonna go with another question, and it's, if you could go on an open show for any artist, who would it be?
I could open for any artist. I mean, I think Sam Smith is one that would be amazing. Just everything that they're doing with like the fashion and the, talking about stuff, again, causes that really matter, and just really making waves in the music industry and just in culture at the same time. So I think Sam Smith is a really good one.
Perfect. If you can change something in the industry, what would it be?
If I could change something. I think if I could change, I mean, I do think this is changing thanks to social media and stuff, but I really think I would give more power to fans and less power to random business people in an office that are disconnected to like what's actually cool. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I think there's all these, particularly men, but also women in power that sit up in their glass box offices, and they decide who gets to succeed and which songs get to be put on the radio and this and that, and they're not actually in touch with what people want to hear. And I think things like TikTok and Instagram and these platforms are giving fans the power back to be like, no, this is actually what I want to hear.
Yes, especially on TikTok, a lot of people can spend hours on TikTok and they won't even know it.
Yeah.
So I did know that there's a trend. So I'm going to do that trend this week. Because they did tell me that there's a trend around with one of your songs that I do want to make.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, because I really loved your songs. Like, I really did. I was like,
Thank
wow, these
you.
messages are really nice. But how do you come out with all of these stories, to say, okay, I want to share all these stories? Because it's not easy to share them.
Yeah.
How do you come out with that?
I think I'm just inspired by like my life and the people in my life and the places that I go. I mean, Do It Like a Girl, which I think is probably the trend they're talking about. That was really inspired by like the amazing women in my life and watching them do all of these incredible things and not get recognized for it all the time in the way that they should. So, I try to be inspired by, I try to just, honestly, I keep a note in my phone, and every day if I think of something or I hear something, or like I said, Not All Men was inspired by a tweet. I saw a tweet that said #NotAllMen, and I was like, that has to be a song, or sometimes people will leave comments on my TikTok and I'll be inspired. My song Right was inspired by a comment on my TikTok where someone asked me to address this topic, and I ended up turning it into a song.
If you could choose one of your songs to describe you, which song would you like to be described by?
I think Do It Like a Girl.
Do It Like a Girl?
Because, well, okay. I'll answer with two if that's okay.
Okay, yes.
Do It Like a Girl because I really feel like we all as women need to like step into our power and acknowledge that like what we do is hard, and we do it without all of the like validity that a lot of other people get, and I just think Do It Like a Girl makes me feel really powerful and cool. So that's one. The other one is my song Not the Sun, which that may be weird for people when I say that because it was written as like a message to a friend going through a breakup. But the overall message is more important to me, which is like you're enough on your own, and you don't need somebody else or a specific job or to wear a specific outfit or anything to be enough. Like you're so worthy just as you are. And that's a message that's really important to me for people to hear, especially in my music. So yeah, those are the two I would say.
Perfect. And I feel like this is going to be like a little spicy question. Because I know a lot of the guys here in our life do want to know this. Are you married? Are you single? Do you have kids? Are you open to having a relationship?
I'm in a relationship.
Okay.
And this is why I say people think I'm like a man hater or whatever, because I talk about empowering women, but I'm not at all. Like, I have an amazing boyfriend who's so kind and supportive. I have a really close relationship with my dad and my brothers. So yes, I am in a relationship, but I'm super happy, and so I think that's probably the most important thing.
Then that's great. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
So today on Women's Day, first of all, we want to congratulate you as well. Like, it's Happy Women's Day, especially with
You
all the
too.
messages you're doing for women. You're doing a lot of things, trying to empower women, not
Thank you.
trying to push each other down. You're like, no, I want to pick everybody up. We're going to empower each other. We can do this, So, thank you for all of that, for all your music you're doing. You're doing such a great thing for the world right now.
Thank you.
That I feel
Well,
like
you
it's
too.
really needed. So thank you
Thank
for
you.
that. What is the
You too,
message
because
that you
you're
would
giving
like
me
to
a
send to
platform,
women
too.
out there?
So I'm sorry, say that one more time.
What is the message that you would like to send to women out there today on Women's International Day?
I would say if I had one message, it's that there's room for everybody. You don't have to compete with your friends or your colleagues or other people. And, if you just step into your power and own your unique self and your unique story, there's going to be a place for you at the table. And so you don't have to be threatened by other people around you or feel competitive with them, or, like you said, try to put other people down, because you can carve out your own space, and you are inherently worthy just for being who you are, and you're inherently interesting enough, and your story is unique because it's yours. So I would just say, like, it only helps to empower other women, and it only helps to lift up other women. That's never going to stop you from being your best self.
Perfect. Thank you. And last but not least, talk about your tour coming up. Where are you going to be performing with? Who are you going to be performing when? We're going to show the flyer right now as well.
Yay.
So people can go visit you. I might go to Europe just for this.
Yeah, if anyone is in Europe or is planning to go to Europe, I'm going to Zurich, Prague, Vienna, London, Hamburg, Hanover, Dresden, a bunch of places in Germany. So if you want to come, you can get tickets at the link in my Instagram bio. And I'm playing with an incredible artist named Cloudy June. So she's going to be amazing. The show is going to be so fun. I'm going to take pictures with every single person who comes up to say hi after the show. So it's just going to be awesome. And I'm so excited.
Perfect. We're going to show the flyer again. So here we have it. March 9th. So it's going to be all March until April. Does Your Girlfriend Tour? How did this name come out? Does Your Girlfriend Tour?
So
How did it
Cloudy,
happen?
the girl that I'm opening for, Cloudy, that's actually the name of her tour. So I am opening for her.
Okay.
So she picked that name, but I thought it was really cool, so we wanted to incorporate it on our flyer too. But yeah, it's like I said, all around Europe, all of those dates. And then I also am thinking, if anybody's in Paris, because I'm going to be going to Paris, but I couldn't play the Paris show, unfortunately, because of venue restrictions. So I might just do like a Paris meetup and just try to go meet some people and take some pictures and just do like a fun hang. So if anyone's in Paris, stay tuned for that. I'll post about it on my Instagram for sure.
Let's hope they take me to Paris. So
Yeah.
I get the flyer. So we see the flyer. Now we're also going to show your social media. That way the people can follow you. We have
Yes,
your
please
TikTok
do.
here. So go follow her on TikTok. Honestly, she has amazing TikToks. You can see all this amazing TikToks that she has.
Thank you.
And her Instagram as well, that she's going to be posting all the information about the tour that she's having. There she has it. And she has all the songs that she has on TikTok as well.
Yeah.
Which, that's why we follow you. And also the YouTube, which y'all can also follow her on YouTube and find all of her new songs. Thank you so much, Morgan, for being here with us. Honestly, we love to hear your story. We loved it. We loved having you here. We know that you're gonna work, but before you leave, you say you are launching a song on the 22nd. Can you sing us a little bit of it?
Yes. Oh my gosh, I forgot it for a second. It goes, I don't chase, I attract. Universe has got my back. La la la, lucky me. Must be my energy.
Woo! Bravo! This is the new song that you're launching on the 22nd. Yeah. Pretty excited about it, but thank you so much for being here with us today. We loved having you here. Hopefully you can come back to the one interview, about your launching new song, and maybe you're gonna come here in the United States.
Yeah.
You have open doors here in Houston. Whenever you want to come, you're welcome.
Oh, there's someone yelling.
But thank you so much. Is there anything else you want to tell the people here?
No, just thank you so much for having me. It means so much to me that you're, giving me a platform, especially on International Women's Day. So thank you for all that you do. And gracias, mucho amor.
Mucho amor, igual. And yes, of course, I think this was the best way to have, to celebrate National Women's Day, especially with such an amazing woman, doing such an empowering thing for women. So I really love the fact that it happened like this. It wasn't really planned, but it happened like this, and it was for a reason. So thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank you.
Well, I hope you have a really great day of working. I know you're working right now, so thank you for the time that you gave us in
Thank
your
you.
interview.
Sorry if there was noise in the background. Hopefully you could still hear okay.
Yes. Okay, well, I hope you have a nice day, and thank you. Happy Women's Day, International Women's Day.
Muchas gracias. Bye.
Bye. And okay, mi gente, y bueno, así lo vieron, la entrevista sí fue en inglés, pero bueno, ya hay subtítulos, ¿verdad? Así que, de verdad que yo, de verdad que enamorada de esto, porque es Día de la Mujer. Y esta chica, de verdad que empodera a las mujeres. Creo que es algo que debería de haber mucho allá en producción. ¿Qué? Que ya me vaya, dice. Dice, ya vete. Ay, me quitaron mi café. Oye, no ha dormido, chica. Pero bueno, ¿qué más te vamos a decir? Les vamos a mostrar otra vez nuestras redes sociales para que vayan a ver nuestros nuevos TikToks. Y vamos a hacer ahorita, la Chica Radio va a hacer unos TikToks ahorita. Que me va a regañar la jefa si me mira que ando destrozándolos. Bueno, al rato los arreglo, ¿verdad? Pero bueno, así que
traigo una 40 por si te la tiro un gato.
¿Quién no le gusta esa
El
canción?
dinero que
Vayan a ver ese TikTok donde tiren esta canción. Oye, ese chica nomás se me rompió el corazón.
Y te bendigo, es probable en esta vida si sigo vivo. Tus comentarios de que soy bueno no
Ahí fui a encontrar, ahí fuimos a agarrar los outfits patrocinados por Barbie's Boutique. Y miren, te sirvió. Muy creado. Miren todos esos outfits para cualquier tipo de evento. Ustedes también la pueden ir a visitar, Barbie's Boutique, y miren. Dice, soy la desalmada. Que no me miren. ¿Qué piensan del outfit? A ver, si le pueden dar calificación. ¿Qué calificación le dan al outfit hoy? Del 1 al 10. 8.5. Es que a Maggie le gusta que no enseñe nada. ¿Y tú, Gaby? ¿Qué le das? ¿Del 1 al 10? ¿9? ¿9.5? ¿10? Oh my god, Gaby le acaba de dar un 10 al outfit, así que Así que bueno, una vueltecita dice la Gaby y la. Así que hoy celebramos el Día de la Mujer y bueno, la Chica Radio se vaya a hacer unos TikToks, pero sintoniza la Chica Radio todos los miércoles en punto de las 5 de la tarde solamente por CDB Radio y nos vamos a ver el próximo miércoles con un nuevo invitado. Y así que, ¡nos vamos!